100% ready yet, but I will start pretty shortly. Ooh, I can skip transition. No, didn't want that actually.
All right. Yeah, we're back. We're so back. So I'm not going to do Berlin. I've noted down that I haven't done the Berlin challenge, and I'm just gonna come back to it. Maybe I'll never come back to it. Obviously, that's a possibility. But at this moment, I'm feeling like I've Berlined enough, and I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like, well, I might finish this game today. I have some hours to put in. It's not clear to me that the game is unfinishable. Yeah, I think this is like that logic thing, so at least one station has to be connected to all of the lines, but you can switch which station is if you're quick. So, yeah. I don't know how the sound is. I was optimizing for having the sound being like way below me so that it was easier to listen to me. But then I realized that on the new pipe, like fast forward through silences option, it cuts off. I'm gonna need the bridges probably. It cuts off the end of and beginnings of my words if there's nothing but silence. So having the music actually helps. And like I'm the prime audience for this, and the tool I listen to it on is the prime tool to listen to it on because I am the audience member. So maybe I should be optimizing for that. Ooh. Interesting. Yep, well, we're gonna hit 300 definitely. And then 1,000 looks pretty doable at the moment. We'll splurge. We'll splurge on one of these. That's fine. We'll go special. I guess I'm probably gonna want another line before I want more bridges. Could definitely use a carriage though. I mean, yeah, it's probably fine. Could also do this, which is at least a little funny, I think. Yeah, I really wish there were like a speed up even more button. The funny part to me is like it wouldn't even help you like, cheat. It's not an idle game. It's kind of like the opposite of an idle game, actually. Being able to slow down time, which they give you freely, is the superpower there. Okay, can I fit another train on the track? Yes. So the track limit must be... Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe it's 4. Yeah, I guess it's 4, if I'm counting correctly. I don't know. Maybe that's not such a great idea. I mean, are there really that many special ones? Usually. Now that's interesting. I mean, I could do this. I could also do something like somewhat funny and rebuild the highly special line if I wanted to. So I did plan ahead, being a genius, and I, in fact, started playing this game because I poured myself some coffee. Nice little Irish coffee, easy on the Irish, out of a maca pot, the coffee. I feel like maybe it's more efficient for the green line to take this square. On the other hand, it is nice to have squares on both lines. Maybe both of them should have both squares. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're getting to 1,000 easy. This is really just not that challenging of a challenge type, I think. Have to pretend like I don't know that. Have to pretend to be humble so that I don't jinx myself. But, like, you know, also the rate at which you complete passengers goes up. So it isn't even like I'll have to continue playing the game for as long as I've already played it to win. It's just like, you know, look at that little counter. It's going up. Ah, our first challenger. That's tough. I mean, I'm not really using any lines, so I still think I should keep more bridges in my back pocket. Yeah, I guess you can go there, and maybe we do a little of that. Oh, and then... No, that makes sense, because now we can swap the line that is connected to all of the lines. We can just build a direct line there for clout. Wait, we don't need to do that. Well, anyway. Yeah. You don't seem very important, honestly. We'll just throw you up there. And if things start collapsing around us, we'll rethink that plan. Things have started collapsing around us. I think the honorable thing to do would be to refactor the lines, you know? Like, you get to be a line, you get to be a line. But the cool thing to do is definitely just screw around. Excuse me. Oh, really? Okay. Honestly, I thought that would solve itself. But apparently not, no. Oh. I don't even have to do anything. It's fine. It's taken care of, actually. We're not even gonna wait to die. We're just gonna get out of here. We've done it. Wait. Okay. I see. Why does that have a bookmark symbol? I don't really understand. Anyway. Yeah. Pretty sure when I die, God is not going to look at this game and go, what? Why didn't you finish Berlin, bro? Rapid population booms in Hong Kong. Ooh, this is another no more than 8 stations per line, so that could actually be challenging. We will start strong, I'm thinking. First 2 customers, Mr. Hong and Mr. Kong. That can't be right. Okay. Yeah. Damn. I'm really realizing I have no idea what Hong Kong looks like. Even more than everything else. I did not know there was, like, famously a river in the middle of Hong Kong or something. Although, obviously rivers are very important for ancient commerce and modern commerce, being the roads of the sea. Huh. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely gonna need a line eventually on account of the challenge mode. Let me let me just make sure I have. Yep. Okay, we're still going. Yeah, I mean a carriage also would have been nice, for sure. But really, okay. Kinda doesn't make sense to have this one. Maybe I go for one of these. So red is like kaput now. Yeah. Oh. I'm so glad it does this like challenge pausing thing. It would be so annoying if it were just like you've blown it. You've completely ruined everything. You idiot. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. You will never escape Chinese hell, as I'm fond of saying. Wait, what? 2 minutes? How did that happen? Is it this? Oh, no, I didn't detach this one. Okay. That's why. Okay. Interesting. So I think we'll add another one going the other direction, and that seems like a fairly good principle to add to red as well. Although I do like having a pocket train, so that when you spawn on a new line, one immediately appears. It's really just a convenience thing, you know? Okay. I mean, I might need to break into some tunnels. We might be going a carriageless route. That's sort of a funny footprint, you know? We can fix it, I'm sure. There we go. Yeah, it wants to be fixed, actually. If you just give it a chance. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we reserve that for like when something closer spawns. You know? Glad I got those bridges. Oh god, no, not enough bridges. Hello? Ah, yes, hello.
Hello.
How you doing, John?
Doing good.
Nice. I'm good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm playing my little choo-choo train game.
Wait a second. This isn't Walmart Works It Out.
No. Wilmot decided not to work it out. Wilmot remains insolvent is the name of this game, in a spiritual sense.
Huh.
This is Mini Metro.
I thought it was Tiny Train Town.
Mini Metro, or as I call it, Tiny Train Town.
Oh, I see. Your own personal.
Yes, much like how I called Wilmot Works It Out Wilmot 2.
Oh, yeah.
So this game is called Tiny Train Town.
I feel like I may have played a version of this on iPhone
Oh yeah,
years ago.
seems like a
Forever.
game that could be played that way, you know.
I have to look to see if it's in my iPhone library. Right now, like past purchases. Oh, I remember what it was.
Yeah.
When I got my Mac, they gave me like 3 months free trial of Apple Arcade.
Ah.
So I played Mini Metro Plus
Oh.
while I had that, because that's part of Apple Arcade.
I don't even know what the Plus is. I think this is just Mini Metro, unless perhaps the game of Mini Metro is just called Mini Metro Plus on Apple Arcade for whatever
Well, they've got
reason.
Mini Metro for $4, and they've got Mini Metro Plus for Apple Arcade. But if it makes you feel better, Mini Metro without the Plus has a better star score than Mini Metro Plus.
I'll only feel better if you tell me what the Plus gives you.
Well, I never played the non-Plus version.
Well,
And
they
also,
must
it was so long ago, I don't even remember.
they must have a feature list, right? I'm just asking you to look it up, really.
Okay, I'll try. Well, it doesn't have a feature list, but
Oh.
I'm sure I could look up on the internet. I'm sure someone has figured it out.
Yeah, just check the Mini Metro wiki or something. You know.
Yeah. Wiki Metro.
Yeah.
DinosaurPoloClub.com says it functionally is the same. It is functionally identical to the standalone version. It just had to have a different name for differentiation in the App Store.
Then what?
So.
Oh, like
the only thing
maybe
is it's an Apple Arcade game, and you can't be both an Apple Arcade game and a game you can buy for money. So they have two different versions, but it's just the same.
I see. Yeah, I can imagine if there are like ads in the regular iOS version, then it would make a lot of sense to call the one without ads Plus. You know, I'm just guessing. I don't know that much about the app
one that
economy.
You buy, I feel like if you buy it, it should be ads, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Here's a puzzle. When I click on the Steam icon on my dock, instead of opening Steam, it opens Finder to the folder that is the Steam application.
Curious. That's a pickle you're in right there.
That's what I call it, getting wrecked.
Yeah, maybe. They just want to point out to you that you shouldn't have had to use the shortcut for that. They're like, it's right here, actually.
But
Obviously. Come on, bro.
But
You're making me,
no.
Timmy Apple, do everything for you? Come on.
But the thing is, if it takes me there, I can't even open it from there because it's like a folder. It's like
Oh, you can't?
it's not even the app.
You can't, like, click
taking-
on it?
It's taking me
Wow.
to a weird. No, it's just it's like a folder.
That's pretty
So
useless.
what I did was I like did the what they call Spotlight. I don't know if you're familiar with how Macs work.
Maybe.
There's a thing called a Spotlight, which is basically like the start menu search bar where you can just like type stuff in and it'll. But I just typed Steam and then I found the application and that started it for me. So
Okay.
I then dragged the icon over to replace the old Steam icon. Now we're good.
Nice.
But you playing Mini Metro reminded me that I purchased for some reason a game called Mini Motorways, I think.
Ah, I think that's like by the same people or something.
But I can't find it in my Steam library.
Yeah. Alright. So it's kind of an interesting game. I'm writing down Hong Kong Challenge. There's an interesting detail about this, which is that only one of the challenges is actually difficult, and it seems impossible to me. Also, every time you start a game, it goes way too slow. And I've just been complaining about it. Like, there's nothing to do. You just have to sit back and think about your life choices.
Oh, while you wait for the next stop to appear.
Yeah.
So the ones that are going to a circle, it's like, do they not care which circle they're going to, or do they just not tell you which circle they're going to?
They don't care which circle they go to, which is interesting. That's
crazy.
As a Subway simulation decision. But then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, so these are like people who need to go to a grocery store. So fictionally, like, it's fine that they're like, well, I guess I'll go to whatever grocery store is closest when you get down to it.
So they're not like, I need to get to the station. They're like, I have a need.
Yeah. I'm a triangle and I
serve.
just want to go home. Yeah.
But there are multiple triangles, so it's not even triangle. It's just like...
They have multiple homes. Yeah, but also, there are special shapes that eventually will occur that are like, no, I need to go to the star, and there's only one star on the map, so better figure that out.
Confusing. I sworn I bought Mini Motorways, but I can't find it in my Steam library. It says I didn't buy it.
This bridge is not strictly necessary, but I think I'll make it anyway.
Unless I bought it on the Mac App Store.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's another Apple Arcade game.
Look at that
I think
star.
of a different game. Oh. Yeah, that star is unique. Yeah, the game I was thinking of. Well, I had played Motor Race also when I had Apple Arcade. But the one I was thinking of that I actually bought is different, and it's called Grid Road.
Grid Road?
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. It's like more zoomed in, where you're actually like putting in a certain number of lanes for the cars, and then setting up stoplights to let cars through at the right time.
Interesting.
And it's kind of cool, but it's also like the way the cars merge and interact with each other is like a bit random. So sometimes you'll end up with things that don't seem like they should flow well, but they happen to, and things that seem like they should work well, but don't actually flow properly.
Interesting.
Because the cars collide and get stuck, and so it's kind of frustrating. It's
That's
a little bit
just
unsoothing to the autism.
That's just how cars work. Sorry, bro.
It's not that.
That's how they work in real life. Random bad drivers.
But it's not actually random, because for a given setup, it'll work the same way every time.
True.
It's just you can't predict what way a particular setup will work, because it's... yeah.
Yeah, like, the drivers all have weirdly predictable errors because they're actually just, short lines of code in a computer program. Not thinking and breathing things.
I just saw that the V1.0 update came out on December 9th, and it says in this update the AI drivers are much smarter and behave more realistically.
Whoa.
So, that's cool.
I might actually
early access stuff.
need to break out another line soon. Yeah. So I'm also like, there are two challenges, and there are at least two challenges, and one of them is usually like, can you get a pitiful number of passengers? And the other is like, can you get a large number of passengers, moderately large, whilst also completing another challenge condition. And I guess they're just selected at random, maybe. They don't really seem that purposeful to me. But, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, yeah.
The point that completing one challenge automatically completes the other one.
Well, I mean, you complete one on the way to the other, so it's not, like, surprising.
Yeah.
But, Another stone I wanted to hit on the way to my conclusion was that if you... The way you lose in this game is that if you allow your metros to overcrowd, it has to shut down. Which, if you think about it, is really funny, because it's like, you're telling me so many people wanted to ride my metro that they shut it down? That's like the opposite.
Yep.
Of how conditions work in real life. I mean, I don't want to get all Jevons on you, but if the metro is taking too long, then people should switch to alternative modes of transportation. Much like in the endless mode of this game, I suppose, that's the real lesson here. Yeah, I feel like, I might not even... I might just complete the challenge mode here without even breaking into my third line. I'm just like, I can crawl over the finish line. You know?
Bigger and bigger loops. Why not, I suppose.
In a certain way, the lines only, like, help you when you can no longer place more trains on the same line. That's not really true, but it's kind of true. Like, I've already reached the limit of 4 engines per line. So I guess I will have to deal with that, you know. Or maybe not. I am sort of thinking, what if I just creep over the finish line? Alright, they're trying to keep me down. They're trying to keep an honest man down.
Sad.
Yep.
You remember a while ago when we were hanging out and you were streaming and I was playing Minecraft, and then I was like, well, that's enough Minecraft for me for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's Boxing Day.
Oh. I can see why that would be important to the Minecraft community. Because it's like boxes. Here's the funny part.
Exactly.
The challenge is only one line can have tunnels. I'm about to complete the challenge, so I don't need to make new tunnels. And then I'll complete the challenge. And then I'll make new tunnels and go, yeah, easy. Oh wait, am I about to complete the challenge? I thought it was 1,000. Oh, I'll have to wait for 200 more. I probably can do it though. Alright, they might actually overflow before I get there, so I guess I'll do it the easy way.
Yo, is that a diamond?
Is that a what?
A diamond.
Yes.
It's shining so bright.
True. I sure hope it is, as we say.
I was thinking about that, you know, road work ahead. I sure hope it does. I feel like it should be road work ahead. I sure hope it do.
Yeah, I mean you could do it that way, for sure. For sure you could do it that way. I had this toolbar locked so well. Yeah, I kind of feel like not even waiting for this to fail either. I'm entering my speedrun era for Mini Metro. Osaka.
BD Metro.
Very true. Week 10 in Osaka. That's interesting. Is this going to be like brutally hard or something? I don't even think it tells me which week I'm on usually, although maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention.
You'll know when you get there.
Yeah, maybe. That's a new constraint. They're like, just play the game better. Actually, just like succeed at the game more than normal. Or maybe exactly as much as normal. It's hard to say. Something I've often been pondering is the benefit of having a loop. Because I think theoretically the loop is good, but it might not actually matter that much, I don't know.
If you look at a real world Metro map, I feel like loops are less common than lines.
Well, the thing is, like, these trains have weird little properties, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I could take 2 regular trains or 1 extremely fast locomotive. That's kind of funny. It's an interesting trade-off.
Bullet train!
Yep. Didn't want that. I wanted to put it on the best train of all time. They call me Mr. Big Train.
Because you have to add it to a long line.
You don't have to add it to a long line. But it would be sort of weird for you to not do that, you know?
If it just told you what week you were on.
Oh, yeah?
When it was showing you things you could choose instead of week 2.
That makes sense. So I think the main benefit of having a loop in this game would be that all these things that slowly spawn passengers would, like, when you get to the ones, when you pass right over them again, they haven't spawned nearly as many passengers, you know? So if you go down a line and then you immediately go back over one, you're picking up like 1 guy maybe.
Oh, I see. So the loop, you're like hitting everything at an even pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point I can see that. I'd say your layout seems weird to me.
What would you do?
I would have a line going east-west, and then a loop going upper west to lower east.
Interesting.
But that's just looking at it now, not, you know, obviously it didn't start out in this configuration. Like, I feel like that way you wouldn't have to traverse long distances as much. Or, I don't know. And obviously it's fine at this stage. I don't remember, how hard is it? Like, if you decide halfway through you want to reconfigure your whole setup, is that like a huge pain to do? You're
I
kind of
mean,
locked into it. Previous choices.
no, it's basically trivial to do that. You know? Like, unless you play in hardcore mode, where you're locked into everything, which is a very funny constraint, in my opinion. But unless you do that, it's basically like, yeah, you can just reroute everything. You can even clear everything and draw a new line if you want.
That means 2 existing passengers that are on trains.
Oh, all the trains get to complete their journeys before the old lines disappear. I just had like a moment of remembrance of things past or something, where I thought about that's a weird path I just made. I thought about a different video game I'm intending on playing. Do we only get one square?
You know how the Japanese are.
True. They're strict one squarists.
So like 2 squares sounds like too many.
Hi. That's what they would say to agree with you that
Yeah.
you can never have too few squares. I don't know. Mr. Bullet.
To try and...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
I think maybe I need to take lines so I can have weird routes that make up for my lack of tunnels, but carriage would go pretty swell on one of them fast trains. I just got the basic achievement. Alright. You can call me crazy, you can call me a little unhinged, but this is what I'm gonna do.
Nice. That's what I wanted you to do.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm all about lines and adding more of them.
But I only did it out of brutal necessity. Out of a poverty mindset, you might say.
It's okay. There isn't like money in this game where you have to be able to afford track or something, right?
No.
Stuff.
No. Trains are free. People are always complaining about how, the metro system doesn't have enough funding. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Trains are free. Tunnels, also free.
But there can only be 2 of them. Right? I know. What? Oh. I thought there was like a limit on tunnels for some reason.
Yeah, there is. There definitely is. There's a limit on them, but once you have them, they're free and you can assemble and disassemble them as you wish, at your leisure. That's just something you can do. And it's easy. And free. Did I mention that?
Civic engineering facts.
Yeah. This is interesting. So I feel like maybe what I want to do is extend this line to pick up these. There's something that's like, I guess you could call it annoying in this game, where if you rearrange your trains, it will create weird ripple effects in the system. So like now that was like a major congested hub, but just for a second. And still is, apparently. But I don't want to throw my interchange down on it, because I'm pretty sure that'll just go away pretty soon.
What's an interchange?
It's like a Grand Central Station kind of a thing. It is bigger. It can hold more, and getting on and off the train is faster.
Whoa. I feel like I'm haunted right now. I just booted Minecraft and so it's like playing mysterious, wistful music, and it's all like grayed out, desaturated.
Wow. Did somebody die? Did Mr. Minecraft die? Not Notch. He will never die. But somebody else maybe?
I mean, someone died recently, but I don't think he had anything to do with Minecraft.
Oh. What do you mean I can't connect? What's wrong?
But then, you know, Minecraft boot screen has like some random text in yellow that like cheerfully pulses.
Uh-huh.
That's still there.
Oh, okay.
Sort of ruins the vibe.
This is interesting. It turns out, I thought this wasn't a constraint, but it turns out you actually can't build lines on top of each other, and I've just never noticed because it's never really come up. Because its algorithm is so thorough and going like, yeah, I mean, here's the next...
Are you sure it's not just, you can only have so many lines coming in or out of a station?
I am sure, because I had 3 lines coming out of one station. And then I tried not having that. I mean, I guess if it's counting the same line twice, maybe it could be that.
Well, I'm just now seeing a triangle just above that has so many more lines coming out of it. So.
I see. Hold on, I'm googling something else. I'm visiting various locations in my mind palace. Wow. Interesting. So I recently watched Green Hornet 2011, and it struck me that the sidekick, the guy who plays Kato, he's Jay Chow maybe? Jailun? Anyway, who's like,
yeah,
he's not just a guy who's been in some movies. He's one of the most successful and influential singers in the Chinese-speaking world. And he was also great in that movie. And, I don't know. I mean, He does kung fu in that
Oh, wait,
movie.
he's been in a bunch of stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah. Maybe the kung fu was all like his stunt double. I don't know if he's a kung fu guy in, you know. I'll just do the martial arts. He also touches on war, the Bible, sports, and martial arts. That's funny. That's a funny, weird thing to have in your Wikipedia page.
You say the Bible.
Yeah.
Huh.
Chu is considered more of a singer-composer. I feel like it's got to be Chow. Because Chu would just be a U, not an OU.
I mean, who knows how people transcribe names? However, based on CHOU, I would say Cho.
Yeah.
Although they would just say CHO in that case.
Yeah. So I think it's got to be Chow.
Usually Chow would be like CHAO, I would think.
Maybe. I don't know. And unfortunately, they don't say his name in the movie because his character is not named his name, and instead is a fictional man. You feel me?
Oh, I feel you.
Good. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out if he...
Wait, they don't have his... Oh, they do have... They have his... The pinyin for his name right here.
He has no formal training in any martial arts discipline. However, he was influenced by action movies. Sorry, what were you talking about?
On his Wikipedia page, it shows both the Chinese characters for his name and also the pinyin representation.
Yes.
Like standardized transliteration system. So it's like, well, I guess I don't know if he's Mandarin or Cantonese speaking. Well, no, it would be Taiwanese, so that's closer to Mandarin, I think.
If it helps, Kato occasionally mutters something in Mandarin during Green Hornet.
Well, that could mean anything. I just, based on this opinion, I would pronounce it Zhou. Like almost a J, sort of a J.
Do you think?
But
I mean, I don't understand
it's more of a J, I don't know.
How he gets.
For Taiwanese,
I don't understand how he gets the J part of his name if in pinyin it's pronounced Zhou Jailun or
that's
something.
his last. They say the last name first, so the J is like the Jie in Jielun.
But that's where Che Lun comes from in the beginning. You see on his Wikipedia page, they're like his full name is J Cho Chai Lun, I guess.
I think that's like
maybe that's literally just
a
an
combination
error
of his Chinese name and his. My guess is his real name is Zhou Jielun, and then he goes by J because his first name starts with the J sound, sort of, depending on how you write it.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I'm going to dispatch you. I have to play Tiny Train World. But I need to dispatch you to Chinese Wikipedia to see if they just zh.wikipedia.org.
I can't actually read Chinese, you know.
Yeah, I mean, me neither, but he did his debut studio album is J. But on its Wikipedia page, its pinyin is basically, it's his last name instead.
No, bro, that's his first name.
Yes. His second name in English reading order, not his surname.
His given name.
Yeah. So I guess maybe when they were localizing it, they were like, nobody knows Jailun. We'll just call him Jay, like the American name Jay. And that will be the first part of his name on Wikipedia and also in the Screen Actors Guild. And, yeah. I think that's fair. Like, you know, if I wanted to become famous in China, I would probably pick part of my name that's really easy for them to pronounce. And then go, yeah, sure, that's my name.
But that's not even how it's pronounced.
No. I mean, I'm willing to
They
compromise.
turned it Jie into J.
Yeah. That is true.
But it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
These are some good song names on his album.
Yeah.
Some of them better than others. Let me just read them off one by one.
Okay. Good,
Track
good.
1, Adorable Woman.
Sung to the tune of American Woman.
Sung to the tune of Pretty Woman. Track 2, Perfectionism. Okay, that one's normal. Track 3, Starry Mood.
Track 3, Starry Decisis.
What?
And never mind.
Track 4, Wife.
Wife.
Track 5, Basketball Match.
Very true. My face when I play a basketball match against Jay Chow.
Track 6 is Black Humor.
Wow.
Which is pretty normal song name, I guess.
Could be.
Track 7, Istanbul. Which I have to assume is a cover of
Istanbul, not Constantinople. Yeah. Probably, right? You gotta figure.
I think my favorite is track 8, Ancient Indian Turtle Dove. What does it mean?
I mean, it's right there. It's not like it's a secret what it means. It means Ancient Indian Turtle Dove. I don't know how he can make it clearer to you, frankly.
Ancient Indian Turtle Dove made it onto the leaderboard of the top 10 outstanding singles in 2000 in Taiwan.
Yeah, it's hard, even though I just said it's obvious, bro, what's the problem? It's hard to imagine Ancient Indian Turtle Dove making it onto the American top singles with a name like that. Yeah. Now, on the other hand, if it were like a Sufjan Stevens song, maybe.
Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
I've never heard it said, so I always just imagined in my head Sufjan.
Yeah.
Even though that's obviously not correct.
I lived for years pronouncing Sufjan Stevens' name as Sufjan in my head, and then I heard someone say it, and I went, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Just for completion, track 9 is Tornado, and track 10 is Counterclockwise Clock. A traitor to its kind.
That is blowing my mind right there. Counterclockwise clock.
He didn't say a traitor to its kind.
No,
he did
no,
say
no.
A counterclockwise clock. Yeah. It's like, how could it be counterclockwise? It's a clock. Right. Time for an ethical dilemma, if you're up for it. Say, hypothetically, you had an employer who kept track of your time cards, but you weren't able to edit them directly. You had to, like, ask them if you wanted to change them if there was a mistake. And through a clerical error of sorts, you had an extra half hour that you're going to get paid for that you didn't work. And you contacted your employer and said, hey, this time is wrong. It actually should be half an hour less pay for me. And then they never get back to you. Do you A, pester them again to pay you less, B, let it drop, or C, actually I don't know what C would be.
I'm not sure I heard the beginning of this scenario, but for me that sounds like just let it drop. Also, do you remember what week I'm on? Because I sure don't.
Try clicking on the Monday clock and maybe it'll tell you.
Yeah, there's nothing there. The only thing it does
Yeah,
is...
I definitely wasn't paying attention.
This game is like, the core value proposition of the game, even, is this cool, like, network map. And it's very cool. But then, like, many other parts of the game are like, what? You didn't... There's no other parts of the game? Like, you didn't put in the triple fast forward button? You didn't put in the thing that tells you what week you're on, even though that becomes relevant as a challenge? I don't know. I mean, I'm very lazy, so I can understand it if I were making it. But, you know, that's a significant reason why I personally don't make a lot of things.
Here's the thing.
Yeah?
It's actually, it makes the game more interesting if you have to keep track of the week yourself. It's like an extra layer of difficulty.
Here's, my rebuttal. No, it doesn't.
You got me there.
Not all forms of difficulty are actually interesting. Let me get right down to it. I think I'm just gonna lose. I think I'm just gonna lose, and I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna go, yep. That one was a bit of a bust, huh?
Things happen. But, what about surviving longer until you get to week 10?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, if I'm on week 9, I'd be so hyped, right? But I'm not. Okay, 36 days. We can do the math on that. Yeah, so like presumably week 10 would be 70 days. They don't even tell me what station I'm in, actually. They're just like, this station. They don't tell me I'm in Osaka. Yeah, So I've written down Osaka challenge so that I can go back there if I want to complete that. But again, that seems like something that's just like impossible. The challenges go from trivial to impossible.
No.
And furthermore, I feel like there could be an interesting aspect of the game where it's like you learn how to make the trains the most efficient, but the game doesn't even really teach you about that, you know? Like, as you're playing the game, it's not very tractable to get a good idea of how to play the game better. You're you're just kind of like, well, I hope all these triangles go to the right place.
Yeah. Make a compelling argument.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess I'll never play that game again.
That's probably a good plan. I may never play it again after today. I'm definitely gonna need more tunnels eventually. So. I want to get to week 8. I guess I'm currently on week 2. Is this gonna work? Yeah, okay.
You know, I've started a new Minecraft hardcore run in honor of Boxing Day.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Why? What loss?
Of I don't know, free time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of all your boxes, maybe. I'm gonna outsmart myself here. When the week turns over, I will write down what week it is.
What week are you trying to get to this time?
8, I think.
Sounds impossible.
It's also interesting how oh, I see. That's okay. It's kind of a waste of a tunnel, but it's okay. So I'm used to, like, you know, the day would go on a circle graph, but actually the circle graph is a clock, so it goes around twice, and it changes color, like in the middle, because it's like dark and light. So I think the sun goes up at 6 a.m. and then sets at 6 p.m. And
Makes
so
sense to me.
I guess if you're paying attention to the dark and light, it does help you keep track of, in a realistic manner, it helps you keep track of which slice of the time pie you're on. I forgot to write down the week, but this one though, this one for sure.
I swear road was 1 more week.
Yeah. That's why they call me Flashy the Week.
There's just something so satisfying about, you know, starting another Minecraft game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something so satisfying about these subway lines in this
That too, I
game,
expect.
which is true. As a wise man once said, I gotta say, this is pretty terrific. Excuse me.
Like, I don't know who that wise man was, but I don't.
Mo.
Oh.
The man with 2 knives.
Some more than I got.
True. Does this even make sense to do? I don't think so, but I will do it anyway.
That's... oh man.
I really need that triple speed button. I need that fast forward 3 times button, and I'll probably quit the game after today because I don't have one and there's no way to get one.
Gotta chill out, bro.
No,
Go
there
slow.
are too many maps for me to chill out, bro.
You really are in your speedrunning work.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got shot by a skeleton. Oh, skeleton, don't shoot me. I'm gonna die right now. I died. Somehow.
Week 5. I don't know if we're gonna make this challenge.
Turns out getting shot 4 times by a skeleton is fatal.
I think getting shot 4 times by anyone would be fatal.
Well, yeah.
But we may never know.
Clearly never been in a Nerf gunfight.
I meant shot by arrows.
What do you think about remembrance of death?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what do you think about the practice of remembering that one will die?
Oh. I don't know. It's just, it comes to my mind on its own a certain amount, so I don't really feel like doing it deliberately is hugely impactful for me. Although you could always argue it helps you plan better. Like, for instance, if I remembered I was going to die, maybe I wouldn't be playing this game at all.
But then we wouldn't be hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I would be playing a better game, more conducive to hanging out, even. You know? What do I want? I guess I want another line. Except all my lines have to connect up, so it's not as good of a deal as it might otherwise seem.
Sounds like a quote from an OCD coke fiend.
Very wise. Very wise. Maybe this isn't actually the move. Maybe the move is like the 2 different greens or something. Should get on the same wavelength. Actually, I think this is the move. Yeah.
like playing Minecraft on hardcore mode is cool because instead of just like wandering about with relative impunity, forces me to stop and ask, like, what do I want to actually accomplish before I die? Knowing that I could die at any time.
Your remembrancing of death.
Yeah. And then I think about, wait, what do I want to do in real life before I die?
Thing number 1, don't die.
Thing number 1, kill and eat sheep. Just kidding. I'm not hungry yet. Thing number 1 is punch trees, actually.
It's hip to punch trees, oh. Just wanna. Oh. Right. So something I find, this might not be true. In fact, there are leaderboards for the daily challenges, so I'm pretty sure there must be some way around this. But it seems like there's sort of like a maximum natural capacity that a train line can have, you know, on the metro stations and stuff, and then it's just a question of, can you get to that sort of number, and then it just like inevitably will fail. Once you remember your death and all that, I'm sure.
I'll see why you'd have to remember your death line to fail.
You remember your death when your line fails.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. This brings to mind something else.
Yeah?
Which is, you know, in olden times you talk about your line failing. It's not talking about trains, it's talking about, you know, your descendants not carrying on your legacy.
So
like,
true,
they
so
don't
true.
have enough children.
Maybe it refers to when your comedy improvisation doesn't work out.
Yeah. Those trees over there are on fire.
Totally, bro.
It's funny the way this happens. Like, the Minecraft world will generate, and they'll be like, oh yes, we'll put lava over here. And then they're like, and we'll put a tree over here. And then there's no problem there until you actually spawn in, and then it's like, oops, that tree's on fire. So just by existing in the area, I bring chaos.
Just happened today, actually. That tree just caught on fire. Today.
It wasn't a problem until now.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, one day, for no reason at all, the lava ignited the tree.
Yes.
Whoa, time to kill cows. Wow, did this cow get faster? It's like a fast cow, I thought.
J. Fast Cow, attorney at law.
J Fast Chow, attorney at the Supreme Court.
J Fast Chow, attorney in Taiwan.
Oh man, there's a good joke here, but I can't quite. I can't quite figure out how to make it.
Taiwan.
J Fast Mario, attorney in speedrunning. Because it's attorney.
Oh, like a tournament.
Yeah.
I see.
That was the joke.
I guess you could have a speedrunning tournament. I don't know.
They have them all the time. What are you talking about? Never seen a speedrunning tournament? You ever seen games done quick?
I don't know. I think of like all of those as basically exhibition matches. You know?
Yeah, but it's still a tournament. Right?
That's fair.
I thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting dark. Better go to bed. Just kidding, I don't have any wool. I better go hide in the ground forever.
J Fast Cow, attorney at Wool. I don't know.
But that'd be cool if there was I guess a yak is basically a cow that makes wool.
You're thinking on levels that shouldn't even be possible.
Am I?
Scientists have only speculated about the existence of a cow that makes wool.
What am I mining for?
Well, I just reached week 8 in Stockholm, which is interesting
Okay.
because I thought I was on week 5, and it was a brutal challenge. I'm actually going to deliberately just let it fail right now, because I want to know how many days you get by getting to week 8, because they could be doing some funky accounting thing.
You don't think weeks are real weeks?
I mean, they are real weeks, but like, do you start on day 1 or day 0? Do you 51 days. All right. Yeah, I guess.
That seems like a weird number. 51.
Right, so that's
50 I could see.
that's 7 weeks and change.
7 weeks and 2
So
days. Right? Like, so did a day pass sneakily by after you got the achievement and you didn't notice?
oh, I mean 2 days elapsed before my thing died. Yeah, totally. The
Oh, I see.
interesting part to me is like, yeah, so you only have to complete 7 weeks and then you get to week 8.
Yeah.
Right? So you only need probably 48 days if I had to wager.
Wouldn't it be like 50 days or 49 at least? Seems like it'd be at least 49.
Yeah, I think it's 49. I died, I think, on a Tuesday. So we could figure out.
Tuesday.
Yeah. 51 mod 7 is 2. So there's that. So you only need to get presumably like 49 days to get through 7 weeks, which then puts you the next instant in week 8. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit more lenient, this thing that says reach week 10, you only need 63 days, which is only a little bit longer than what I just did. But I don't think I'm gonna get it, and I don't think I'm even gonna try, honestly. Hey, here's some Cyrillic on the screen.
You say Skrillex?
No, I said Cyrillic.
Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. Sounds good board. Love to see it.
You know it. I mean, if this is a series of islands, then tunnel on no more than one line might be a little bit challenging. This challenge mode might be a little bit challenging.
Or you have to do it all on one line.
No, but you're only allowed to have tunnels on one line. All right. I might have to reroute everything. You know? Like, maybe the way to go is to have one line that crosses the rivers. And then just a main loop.
Like you want a loop that just covers every island, and you can have lines on each island if it's necessary.
Maybe. I don't think it's that sort of island complex. You know? Island complex, I really find it quite simple. Like, they say island, but these 3 islands are so small that they won't have significant lines on them. And then this island is so big that it's basically just like land with a river through it. I assume it's an island. We haven't zoomed out far enough to tell.
But digging a hole in the ground and going down to mine to pass the night is you don't actually know when the night's over.
I've set all my trains to go the same way this time, which is unusual.
I think that's could be better.
I don't know. I mean, theoretically, it's sometimes worse. Because if the train is going the other direction, you could have situations where, like, it's more efficient for a train to pick up, say, squares and deliver it immediately to the square station instead of going the other way and having to go around the entire track or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I like having them all go in the same direction though. It feels clean.
Yeah. The, you know, sort of blobby loop is working out pretty well here. As it often does. Blobby loop for life. Oh, they'll even
Blobby
let...
loop, I love you forever.
True. Blobby loop, I love you. They'll even let me put an additional train on this loop. I don't know how they decide the limit on how many trains can go per map. Per line per map, right? It seems pretty arbitrary. And it doesn't seem like a number you could source from real life, per se. I guess, theoretically, some game designer could be tuning that.
I would hope so.
I don't even know how you would tune it. Like, is some number of trains going to, quote, feel better, end quote, to play on? I don't really think so.
Well, it could. I mean, if you go to extremes, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. If it were me, I don't think I would have included the trains on a line limit, but
Yeah.
that might cause the game to just be dramatically different in feeling. I'm not even forming a new line because I feel like I have to. I'm forming a new line because I don't know how to make that connection feel good at all unless I just dismantle this part of the line. And make a new line.
So you gotta do it.
It still is not good. There we go.
Used to hunt dirt farmer, so I built my house out of dirt.
Very true.
but then I run out of dirt,
Oh god, no.
so I have to use diorite.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah?
I wanna argue with you until you accept that that's actually grammatically fine.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about that myself. Because of running into situations where somebody tried to use a construction that would work in the positive, in the negative, and it was then grammatically invalid. Although, of course, you said your claim only happens in the one circumstance we're talking about, so can't even bring my new evidence, unfortunately.
I would like to present a sentence to you and
Okay.
see if you think it's grammatically fine or not.
Okay.
This is the one person we didn't want to drive. I have that example because that could be that's ambiguous. This is the one person we didn't want to arrive.
What about this is the one person we didn't want to meet? No, that would
That's
be different.
different.
Yeah.
Because the event is happening and the person is arriving.
This is the one person we didn't want to arrive. I mean, that definitely sounds worse to me than this is the one person we didn't want to meet. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. This is the one thing. This is the one sentence we didn't think was valid.
There was an issue having the thing be the subject instead of the object. Like, do you prefer that it be the subject of the object of the verb?
I'm not really sure what's going on there, honestly. Still thinking about it. Right now I'm mostly thinking about my trains.
Understandable. I just built this house and then I was like, actually, I would like to go live somewhere else. So the house is useless.
Nice.
It's the one place I didn't want to build. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the place, it's just I don't want to be locked into it because I haven't really explored around that much. I'm still trying to figure out what I even want to do with this time in this world.
Of course.
I did do some soul searching.
Yeah. Possibly a controversial opinion, but I'm not sure there's anything worthwhile to do in Minecraft.
You'd be onto something.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, what would
And
you
yet-
do? Build something out of stone? I don't know.
Maybe I could learn how redstone works and do some more redstone stuff.
Mm.
But at that point, I might as well just do some programming.
Maybe.
Or play TIS 100.
Yeah. That would be a laugh and a half, I'm sure.
But no, today is Boxing Day. On Boxing Day,
Yes.
play Minecraft.
Maybe this is the wrong connection point, honestly. Maybe...
You could just add another connection point, right?
Yeah, so long as I want to add it from the red side. But I could also remove this connection point. And then add this connection point.
Sun's setting and I still don't have a bed.
Miles to go before you sleep.
I'm
Miles.
so far away from quote, home unquote.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just cover myself in dirt again.
Step
a lot of
1.
dirt.
Cover yourself in dirt.
I'll cover myself in diorite, andesite, and gravel. Not gravel, cobblestone.
Step 2. Cover
Or-
yourself in diorite.
Granite. Or chicken has infiltrated my cave. Terrifying.
Well, that just brings us back to this is the one thing we didn't want to happen. You know?
Yeah. The chicken left my cave, leaving me all alone and lonely. This is the one
You've
other
really,
thing we can
you've
look
really turned around on that chicken, like, immediately.
at. Well, it's nice to have a friend. I remember in another run one time, some chickens followed me into my house, maybe because I was carrying a seed and I didn't notice, and then they just lived there in my house for a while. It was kind of nice. I'd go home to go to sleep and I'd be like, right, there's my chickens that I have for some reason.
Sick.
I was like, hey chickens, thanks for these eggs that I can't use for anything because I don't want to bother making a cake.
Ha,
I can't eat
losers.
them for some reason.
You can throw them on the ground to make more chickens, I think.
What? Really?
Yeah, I think that's how you spawn chickens in Minecraft. You throw eggs at the ground. And every,
That's
like,
crazy.
you know, 1 in 15 chance or whatever, when the egg breaks, it spawns a chicken.
I'll have to try that sometime.
It's called spontaneous generation. And it's all the rage in scientific circles. Alright. St. Petersburg, I have bested you. I'm going to Boston. Entwine the sprawling Boston Harbor to get the, quote, tea moving. With no more than 4 lines, I might add.
That's, I mean, that's kind of a lot. The way you play, at least. Defense.
How dare you? How dare you, sir? I'm still thinking about it. So, like, this is the one thing we wanted. Oh, actually, I'm not sure that sounds good now that I say it out loud.
Well, what's wrong with it? You just don't like it, or is there something actually wrong with it?
There's not that much of a difference between those two concepts, right? I guess I'm forced to include
Well,
I'm forced to conclude that, like, there is no better way of saying This is the one thing we wanted. So it must be fine.
And you could add a that in there.
This is the one thing that we wanted to happen. I guess I probably am gonna need more tunnels, you know, to get over the harbor. This is making a puppy dog on its side.
I don't quite see it.
This part is the head of the puppy dog, this square circle part that I'm about to ruthlessly destroy.
Puppy dog has experienced growth.
True. Now it looks like an airplane. Sort of. A regular looking airplane, I might add.
Airplanes are just like made up, man.
Yeah. Very real. There's some percussion in the soundtrack, which is it's just going crazy. It's pulsating so quickly. And I feel like it's randomly generated ambient noise. And whatever generator for that has just gotten stuck in a little loop.
It's like a bop. I can't hear it because I don't have your stream audio.
It's back to
Because I have
heartbeat
you
again. Yeah. I would not describe it as a bop.
You're entitled to your opinion.
I will get the one last line that I am allowed to use this game. But I must never take a line again. Me when I quit cocaine.
Man, I'm in a cave now and I'm really scared that some sort of monster's gonna come out of nowhere and kill me.
Me when I quit
You go kill
cocaine.
me.
Me deciding to quit cocaine.
Me just before I realized I need to quit.
Yeah.
Oh wait. This was a small cave with no danger, but what is this substance that I've stumbled across?
A substance
Smooth basalt.
such as is spoken of by the philosophers.
It's smooth basalt. So probably not. But I mean, I don't know. Ooh, there's also sandstone and amethyst. That's got a block of amethyst.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I didn't realize that smooth basalt I didn't realize that amethyst was going to come in a shell of one layer of sandstone and then another layer of smooth basalt. It's kind of fun.
Well, you live, you learn. Welcome to Brooklyn.
Welcome to Boxland.
True. Welcome to Boxing Day.
What about Groundhog Day's movie, but it's Boxing Day?
I
think it's really good at boxing.
Ah. But he gets really tired of people making the joke that Boxing Day is about boxing.
So he punches them in the face.
Yeah. It starts out with like, I'll show you boxing, and then people are like, whoa, that's crazy, you're so good at boxing. And he's like, what? I
Very
am?
natural. You must have been doing this for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I haven't, but gives me an idea.
Yeah. Like, he starts out, he's not a natural at all, but over the course of innumerable eons, he becomes really good at it.
That's one night.
The sense of relief when this weird little percussive part decides to just be normal for a minute it's palpable. You could palp my relief were you in this room with me.
But I palpate it.
Yeah. You know, just go ahead and palpate it. That's what I say when the Emperor of Star Wars has eaten something. Palpate it.
Hey, where did my donuts go? Oh, sorry, palpate it.
Yeah.
Don't you mean palpate them? No.
Fuck. He got us. He got us. Don't you mean this is the one thing we didn't want to happen?
Ooh, I found a fire again. This is one of the things I did want to happen.
This is the one thing I wanted to happen.
No, it's one of the things.
This is one of the things I wanted to happen. I'm gonna save a bridge. I'm a genius.
Well, I explored the amethyst chamber, and I have to say, not a whole lot in there. Just some amethyst.
Good to know.
Like, what am I going to use amethyst for?
Amethystizing yourself? Do I even need tunnels? I guess I don't need lines, so I'll take the tunnels. It's funny. I built this station to drop off pentagons, but now, like, a bunch of other stuff is coming through it.
Yeah, if there's intention, it's going to push it.
Yeah. They've finally built the train nexus from the sci-fi classic Do Not Build. The special shapes train nexus. You aren't familiar?
No. Sounds intriguing. Why not build?
Who can say? Who can say? Alright. Sometimes I build a special line and I stick to my guns, but often I build a special line and I'm like, well, if I extend it by one stop, I can cut down congestion by a ton. So it's worth it. guess I don't really have to be stingy about tunnels at all, so... You know, whatever. I feel like I'm acquiring higher and higher levels at which to go. Wow, yeah, I'm not good at this video game, but only because I have real things to do in real life because I'm not a loser. You know how people who are bad at video games, you know how they do, right? They're always saying stuff like that. And they're not even wrong. That's the secret. They're actually right. They also are not good at video games. Perhaps in an orthogonal way as well, but they are correct. And then I'm like thinking to myself like, yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I'm not good at that video game because I don't have the time to dedicate to the skill of becoming good at the video game quickly. So like, you know, because I have a life and stuff. That's how I'm thinking about it now.
I mean, it can be true for all sitting code.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm acquiring greater and greater levels of sophistication and cope.
Yeah. I've been doing that for a long time.
Oh yeah. But like, I was playing Slay the Spire the other day. Not on stream, and also by the other day, I mean, what, like 2 months ago? Something crazy like that? Maybe
That's
more? What?
So that's another day.
You're so real for that. You're so real for agreeing with me on that one. Anyway. And like, we were talking with our friends about it, and they, especially our friend Jason, who was like, yeah, I was playing that game, and then I was like, just give me a free win, and then eventually I learned you could win without being handed the free win. And I'm definitely at a point of playing that game where I'm like, it seems impossible to win without the free win. But I have to accept that it can be done by people who play the game enough to figure it out.
That's how I feel about Binding of Isaac.
Yeah?
The sad thing about that one is I actually have put in enough time to get good, but I still didn't think.
Yeah. I feel like that must be like more heavily reflex based as well, you know.
I mean, yeah. It's definitely very, it's like an action, you know, you gotta do the right thing at the right time. Okay. Oh, hello. Cavern. Hello, what's this? Who's this?
I was, nice. Thank you, Boston. Thank you for the free win, Boston. I will be moving on now. Montreal. That's interesting to me. So St. Petersburg gets Cyrillic writing under it. Osaka gets Japanese. Barcelona. Hold on. Wow. Did you know if you Google Barcelona, Google will be like, did you mean Barcelona the football team?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I did not mean Barcelona, the football team.
Yeah. I don't mean it does like a did you mean, but it is like our suggestion for you, sir. The Wikipedia page on the Barcelona football team. If you scroll past all this garbage we put up in front of our search results, the first search result technically is the Wikipedia page for Barcelona. Anyway, I was thinking like, how come Montreal gets this accent mark when I believe the English word for Montreal does not? But it is the case that the Latin script name for Montreal does in fact have an accent mark if you take the French name as the canonical Latin script name. So I guess it works out. We haven't seen anything to
It's all about that
disprove
script.
What? Yeah,
It's all about that script.
exactly.
You know how it is.
Yeah. It's a real scripted moment, if you know what I'm talking about. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, I have to believe that probably when you really crack into the game of Slay the Spire, you're like, yes, of course I can win on the swordman who suffers heavy attrition all the time. That's fine. And, like, part of the reason why I'm not going to play Slay the Spire again is that I sort of thought, well, I've seen everything it has to offer me. And technically, some form of that can't be correct if I'm like, well, you just gotta wait for the free win on the swordsman.
Yeah.
But
Still feeling. Still there waiting for you.
yeah. But also, like, I don't know. I'm just not really interested. I've taken my taste. I'm moving on to something else. Which is another reason why I'm always thinking about the concept of aesthetic taste in the sense of, I don't know, liking good things, I suppose. Because, like, when people tell me, no, Slay the Spire is good, actually, you just have to play it more. Like, sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're wrong. And it's hard to say all the reasons that they're right or wrong for. Like, maybe the game is too hard for me. Although, when you break it down, how could the game actually be hard if it's just about choosing the right options? You
Well,
know?
because it's hard to know what the right option is.
Is it?
Just
Because
like,
apparently people can figure out what the right options are pretty easily at the end game. They're like, oh, yeah,
well,
there's always a right option. And then
well, that's
apparently
just how getting better at something works.
everybody already has their own bespoke sets of right options that they consider to be the better picks.
I don't see why that means it's not difficult. That's the difficulty, is figuring out something that works reliably. A strategy that works reliably.
Yeah. Certainly it's got to be difficult on some level that way. But if you recurse a meta layer up, bringing us back around to my original point, then it's like, yes, I see you just like select a bunch of options until you get a feel for which options help you win and which options help you lose. Sounds pretty easy, actually.
Well, no, because you still have to put in effort to actually interpret the data in a way that's useful. It actually improves your game.
I don't know. So, that also sounds pretty easy. Just saying.
Then why didn't you do it?
I did. I said, oh, this meta level is far too easy for me to begin with. I'll quit immediately. And then I'll play a game where you just have to place trains. And I'll also think it's too easy, but I'll find it strangely compelling and continue playing for a while.
And then think some things are impossible.
Yes. Even though, like, presumably they have to be possible, technically. Which does kind of, I guess it sort of stings my ego. I'm like, how come that guy knows how to use the trains? What am I going to do to become better at trains? Have a different personality that thinks different things about trains to begin with, possibly. Or prove some math theorems about trains. That's always a good one. There's always expected value in proving theorems about the subject. I'm sure.
I'm having a moment.
What?
I'm having a Minecraft moment.
Yeah.
I crafted a chest. Out of, 8 spruce planks, and it gave me something that's like not a normal chest. It's like red with a yellow cross on top. And I'm wondering, is this like a Christmas gift Easter egg chest?
I don't know.
Do they change the sprite to be a Christmas present? It's crazy.
Is that even legal?
I wouldn't have thought so. But who's gonna stop them?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the harsh reality, right? Only they can stop themselves. They're not going to.
Who stops the stoppers?
Yeah. I think Jesus had a parable about that.
Could be.
Who stops the stoppers? Who whines to the whiners, you know? It's me,
I don't know
Jesus,
what parable that was.
with a parable about putting wine into a wineskin. You know, wineskins. We're all familiar with wineskins.
Yeah.
And everyone always will be. When Jesus has those parables about you wouldn't put new wine into an old wineskin. I'm like, oh, I guess you wouldn't. I guess that's pretty wise, huh? If you know anything about wineskins. Yeah. I'm intuiting from context this fact about wineskins that apparently was understood.
Yeah.
Everybody back in the day was drinking a lot of wine, I think, is something we've learned from Jesus' stories.
The other thing, that's still true today.
Yeah.
But the thing that's different is that they didn't have wine bottles.
Yeah, they didn't have those.
Or at least they didn't use them that much. They had them.
Or at least they didn't make top 5 wine containers that go into Jesus's parables. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's wine in a jug when he's at the wedding at Cana.
It's not really a parable, but yeah.
Yeah. It's really just a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah,
one.
they got
Wineskin.
cups, obviously.
What?
You got cups, obviously.
Cups.
Containing wine.
Yep. Solid.
Referenced in the Bible. And I think what would be the other two for the top 5.
Yeah, it's tough. I think we might be getting... Well, wineskin. Wineskin, jug, cup. Barrel?
Yes.
They must have had barrels, right? There must be a barrel in there. That's how you make wine.
Well, did they mention any barrels though?
A cask. There must be a cask in there.
Oh, you know what? I do remember in Acts of the Apostles, I think it says someone or other was a barrel maker by trade. So there you go. However, I don't think Jesus ever physically spoke about barrels, but I don't know. At least not in that was recorded that I know.
You're really hedging your bets there.
I mean, he probably said all kinds of things.
Yeah. He was a carpenter, so he might have even made a bunch of barrels in his day.
Although, I think it's kind of like a specialized, like barrel making is probably kind of specialized. But I don't think every carpenter is just making barrels.
You do have to be a cooper, I guess.
Where the heck is it? Sorry, I'm distracted by getting shot by a skeleton. What were you saying?
Well, I won't keep you from your... I think when you make barrels, you are a cooper, so... Yeah.
Yeah. That skeleton is dead now, so we're good. But he had an enchanted bow, which is kind of sweet.
On the other hand, I guess... You know, maybe the cooper maybe gets barrel parts from the carpenter and just is responsible for the metal part and fashioning them together. I could believe that. I don't really know anything about it, but I could believe
I feel like any cooper worth his salt would probably fashion his own slats.
Wow.
And whatnot.
You're going to war against the lame coopers of the world. I wanted to think of like a biblical term, like the errant cooper or something. You know? Nothing came to mind though.
Yeah. What about foolish?
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah. The slovenly cooper. The furtive pygmy. So easily forgotten. Not many people remember that the furtive pygmy is in the Bible.
Definitely don't remember that.
That's right. The Christian Bible. Featuring
where?
Furtive pygmy. Yeah, it's in Pygmy 3:24.
Well, I don't think that book is in the canon.
Oh, you forgot it? You forgot the whole book?
Like, I'm not familiar with that book being in the Orthodox.
The Furtive Pygmy's entire book of the Bible. So easily forgotten.
You know, you jest, but there definitely are books of the Bible that a lot of people haven't heard of.
Yeah. I think that's probably true. Although I don't really know which books of the Bible people have heard of at this point.
Yeah. It depends on who you're talking about.
Certainly.
Well, I lost my house, so that's fun. Don't know where that went. I know it was around here somewhere. It's carefully concealed hollow in the ground so that no one would ever find it.
Hollow? The furtive pygmy? Huh?
What?
In Dark
What's
Souls, you
hollow about a big...
can go hollow.
Oh.
I just automatically made the right decision on that choice, which is
I
good.
found my house. We're both killing it.
Nice.
We're both doing equally well at our games.
Yes. No need to double check this.
Still haven't figured what actually I'm trying to do in this game. But... purpose.
You're gonna start asking, what is my purpose? We're gonna have to tell you the truth. I don't know.
Well, the good thing is I killed some sheep, so now I have wool and made a bed. So that's good.
Yeah.
Also, I've been sprinting everywhere on accident, so I got really hungry. But so it's all good. But like, okay, I have a mine, I have a cave to explore, you know, I can do all these things, but like, why? There's gotta be something. There's some reason. Be killing sheep, so I can sleep. So I can wait out the night, so I can do something above ground.
We killing sheep in here?
Yeah. Lots of times. So I should go kill some pigs as well. Why, you ask? Oh, you didn't ask.
Oh no, I'm definitely asking that.
Isn't it obvious?
Nope.
For food.
Very clever.
Because there happen to be a lot of them in this area. They're the ideal choice.
I'm in Montreal, the Dark Souls of Tiny Train Town.
This pig is really good at avoiding me. You could tell that I have the intent to kill, and he was just like, let me wander into the tree. It's too short for you to go under. Nice try, pig. Nice try.
I'm sort of fingers crossed, fixing my sleep schedule, and I'm really being surprised, as I usually am, how few hours there are in a day. It's pretty crazy.
Just wait till spring comes around.
Yeah.
It'll be like, what, 23 hours in a day? It's crazy.
I see.
Then it'll go back to normal. But
I understand. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm done with this game. Like, I did not defeat Monterey. I'm making a note of it, keeping myself honest. Challenge 2. I feel like I'm just gonna check what is the challenge left, and then, okay, reach week 9. I'm glad I got this far, because it has interesting challenges. Only loops. Well, that's a little bit interesting. And then
So if you try building a line, it's gonna be like,
you gotta loop
you're,
that.
You're done.
You gotta loop that stuff. Let's count them. Let's do a counting argument. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Writing that down. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34. So, like, it's realistic that I could finish this game. But I also don't really feel like it.
Why does it matter if you finish the game or not? Just like play as much as you want to play and stop whenever you want to stop.
Yeah. I mean, generally, one of the main reasons is I'm like, well, what if there's something interesting in this game? Like, I've already discovered a new type of challenge mode, but that isn't enough. That isn't enough to keep me going. In fact, I kind of, like, I should have, in some sense, I should or could have finished the game day 1, just when I played the London map, and then really got a handle on what the game was. I could have gone, yep, got it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's it for Mini Metro for me. Very good. Don't regret the time I've spent with it. Don't need to spend any more. I'm going to stop streaming now for today.